Bumgarner is one of the most accomplished players in baseball. Mad Bum is the owner of 3 World Series titles, 1 World Series MVP, and 4 All-Star selections. He is best known for his incredible work in the postseason, which has all but cemented his plaque in Cooperstown at some point in the future. But in the present, Bumgarner is annoying, and I think everyone is tired of seeing him make wild, unnecessary attempts to police the game in whatever fashion he chooses. He yells when a batter gets mad for missing a hittable pitch, then also yells when a batter shows him up, as pitchers like to say. Some people will chalk it up to being competitive, but that word is used to describe someone who will do anything to win, not someone who yells at a batter while their catcher stands in the middle. In fact, if anyone should have a problem with Bumgarner's antics, it should probably be Buster Posey. At some point, the Giants catcher has to get sick of diffusing pointless altercations because of his pitcher's inability to cope with defeat. The confusing thing about Bumgarner is that most people see him as a slow-talking, easygoing guy. He gets the benefit of the doubt, while someone like Puig gets blasted for not acting in an acceptable manner after making a great play or hitting a home run. Bumgarner acts like the warden of baseball, then pumps his fist and yells as he rounds the bases after hitting a home run or stares down a batter after a strikeout, rendering useless everything he has ever said about not showing up the opposition. There is no doubt about Bumgarner's talent, and his hitting ability makes for interesting debate with regards to the designated hitter. But he has become one of the most hypocritical players in baseball. He expects opposing batters to treat baseball like the back nine at Augusta National, yet he pumps his fist and yells against the very team that he polices more closely than any other. In addition, you will notice that the Dodgers did nothing in retaliation to Bumgarner's celebration, which is most likely because they can cope with the incredible despair of allowing a regular season home run. The Giants ace doesn't like it when you hit the ball over the fence. Madison Bumgarner is a competitive guy. That's to be expected, of course. You don't become a staff ace and World Series hero without some fire in your belly. But much like a wildfire in California, it's easy for that fighting spirit to get just a teensy bit out of control. Bumgarner has earned himself a reputation around the league as a hothead thanks to his ongoing vendetta against fun. Bad sportsmanship. June 9, 2019. Bumgarner v. Max Muncy. Not only is Max Muncy a strong man who hit ball far, he's also pretty good with a quip. Faulty geography aside, it's a fair point. Beefing with Muncy for admiring his Bonsian blast is self-defeating, because it only draws more attention to just how freaking far the ball went. If you want to jaw out anyone for this incident, blame Bumgarner for throwing a meatball to Muncy. Still, as far as Bumgarner blow-ups go, this is pretty minor. In his post-game interview, Muncy referenced how he didn't want to become another Yasiel Puig. Please, Muncy is no Puig. It takes more than some light trash talking to earn that distinction. I'm giving this showdown 1 angry Bumgarner out of 5. May 9, 2014. Bumgarner v. Yasiel Puig. Speaking of Puig, this is the bat flip that started it all. Playing in Los Angeles, the San Francisco Giants were up 3-0 against the dreaded Dodgers when Puig launched a beautiful, arcing homer to dead center. While the bat flip wouldn't impact the outcome of the game, it sure did have an effect on Bumgarner's sunny disposition. After Puig rounded the bases, Bumgarner greeted the slugger at home plate. We don't know exactly what was said, but Bumgarner offered his version. I was congratulating him. It was a really good hit. It was impressive. Again, I don't know why everybody got so mad. It escalated quickly for no reason. I think he said, "Thank you." I'm not sure if he did. I don't speak Spanish very well. Not exactly original, but it is a classic joke with a nice speak American undertone to set it apart. It also arguably led to the infamous "Don't Look at Me" incident 2 years later. For this reason alone, it earns 4 angry Bumgarners out of 5. May 12, 2019. Bumgarner v. Puig. We don't have to go back far to find a run-in between these two titans of bruised egos, decked out in pink. The former Dodger blasted an inside fastball from Bumgarner into the left field bleachers at Oracle Park. Then Puig, fun player who I wish played for the Giants, added a bright pink cherry to the Dinger Sundae with a glorious bat flip. Before all you Puig haters come in complaining about respecting the game, take a moment to recognize that Bumgarner isn't exactly innocent when it comes to showing up the pitcher. My point here isn't that Bumgarner is also a bad person, but that it's silly to get huffy about players enjoying the fruits of their labor. Just lighten up, people. It's a game, not high-stakes diplomacy. Anyway, it's a shame that Puig was wearing a Cincinnati Reds uniform this time around. because it would have been terrific. Good for the rivalry fuel. As it stands, this incident is also pretty minor. Probably because Bumgarner wasn't looking when Puig flipped his bat. But it did inspire this fire quote from the Giants pitcher. Bumgarner on Puig's homer on a fastball in. He's a quick study. It only took him 7 years to learn how to hit that pitch. At Extra Spags, June 19, 2013. Bumgarner v. Jesus Guzman. You know what helps when you're angry? Throwing a 92 mph fastball at someone. Therapists everywhere. What? No. That's a terrible. Anyway, in a start against the San Diego Padres, Bumgarner decided to take out his rage on the backside of Jesus Guzman. Or rather, he tried to. In actuality, he ended up whiffing like a complete doofus, even though Guzman somehow escaped unscathed. He threatened to escalate the feud as he tramped towards the mound. Bat in hand, fortunately. Buster Posey and the home plate umpire quickly intervened before things got really out of hand. The best part about this whole situation is that Bumgarner didn't even give up a home run to Guzman. The offending home run happened the previous night, when Guzman enthusiastically responded to taking Matt Cain deep. I can imagine the car ride after that game. Bumgarner. I can't believe the nerve of that guy. Cain. It's okay. He just happened to groove one. We'll get him next time. Bumgarner. No, it's not okay. Cain. Whoa, Bum. You need to calm. Bumgarner. RAAAH. Now, in no way do I condone intentionally hitting another person with a high-speed projectile. But this was really poorly handled on Bumgarner's part. First of all, he went after Guzman in the top of the second inning. If you're going to target a guy, do it when you know you're going to be pulled soon. Second of all, after Guzman was stopped by Posey and the umpire, Bumgarner kept advancing, causing Dwayne Kuiper to caution that Bumgarner better get out of there, because the Giants couldn't afford to lose him either to injury or an ejection. But it's not like he would ever put himself and the team at risk by doing something stupid. Haha. Anyway, Guzman had his revenge later in the game, when he connected for a home run against Bumgarner in the 7th, which is really how these things should be handled. Want to get back at an opponent who showed you up? Strike him out next time. The unreasonable amount of rage for a slight that wasn't even committed against him makes this one truly special. I gotta give this one 5 out of 5 angry Bumgarners. Madison Bumgarner has simply become the poster child for pitchers who are overly sensitive about their craft and resort to a brawl or hit by pitch to resolve the issue. Opposing players are held to such a high standard by some pitchers with regards to behavior that it seems impossible for a batter to have an acceptable reaction to success. Pitchers like Bumgarner, who play 1 day per week, have no business policing the game and certainly should not resort to inciting altercations just because their feelings are hurt. Endangering other players makes the pitcher look weak and lacking in perspective.